Imagine a world where sleep is obsolete. A world powered by Neo Viridia, a city that literally never sleeps. Here, productivity is the only religion, and its sacrament is the sleep suppressant patch. With these patches, citizens work 22 hours a day, pushing the limits of human endurance. Our story begins with Kale, a man at the apex of this world. He's a top-tier efficiency architect, the kind of guy who designs the very systems that keep everyone else running. He's incredibly wealthy, wildly successful, and hasn't had a real dream in over 3 years. But there's a fatal flaw in his perfect design. His own heart is failing. The constant straying, the artificial wakefulness, it's all catching up. The doctors give him an ultimatum, a choice that feels more like a death sentence. Keep working his prestigious job and be dead in a month, or seek out a legend. A place whispered about in the quiet corners of the city, a place called the Waiting Room. It's a mythical village where time itself is said to behave differently, a place where the broken can go to heal. For Kale, a man who has optimized every second of his life, this is an unacceptable variable, but it's his only option. So, he leaves behind the glowing towers and humming machinery of Neo Viridia. His journey takes him to a remote, forgotten valley, shrouded in a permanent ethereal mist. Parting the veil of fog, he discovers it's real. The village of Ethelgard, it's a shock to his system. Luscious, vibrant green stretches in every direction. The air is clean and crisp, filled with the scent of damp earth and flowers, and it is hauntingly quiet. There are no buzzing screens, no humming servers, no roar of transport. The only sound is the rustle of leaves and the gentle flow of a nearby stream. It's a world Kale had forgotten could even exist. As he walks through the serene village, he notices something strange. People are everywhere, lying peacefully in glades and gardens, but they are all asleep, a faint, contented smile on their faces. The only person awake is an old man tending to a vast, beautiful garden with gnarled but steady hands. This is the Weaver. He greets Kale with knowing eyes, as if he's been expecting him. The Weaver explains the fundamental rule of Ethelgard. To heal from the ravages of the outside world, one must enter a deep nap. The concept is miraculous. Just 1 hour of sleep in this enchanted place can heal 1 full year of bodily trauma. For Kale, whose heart is on the brink of collapse, this is the ultimate efficiency. A few hours of sleep to undo years of self-destruction. But, as with all things that seem too good to be true, there's a catch. A dangerous, seductive catch. The Weaver warns him that most who enter the deep nap find their dreams so much more vibrant, so much more perfect than reality, that they simply never choose to wake up. They remain in a self-imposed, blissful coma, a state the villagers call the eternal bloom. They are healing, yes, but they are no longer living. Desperate, Kale agrees. He finds a soft patch of moss under an ancient tree, lies down, and lets the profound tranquility of Ethelgard pull him under. He surrenders to sleep for the first time in years, and instantly his world transforms. He's no longer Kale, the architect of sterile efficiency. He's a painter. He feels the warmth of a brilliant sun on his skin, a sun not filtered through Neo Viridia's smog. He smells the sharp, clean salt of an ocean he has only ever seen on a screen. He's not alone. He spends what feels like years with a woman whose laughter is the most beautiful sound he has ever heard. They build a life together. He's healthy. His heart doesn't ache. He is profoundly, deeply happy. This isn't just a dream. It's the life he never knew he wanted. Every so often a distant, melodious bell chimes. It's a faint echo from the waking world, the Weaver, calling him back. But why would he go back? Back to the gray cubicles, the endless stress, the failing heart. Here, in this dream, he has everything. Paradise. He ignores the bell, again and again, letting its call fade into the perfection of his new reality. He watches his dream daughter grow up, her hand in his. Decades of dream life pass in a golden haze of happiness. One perfect, sun-drenched afternoon, his daughter, now a young girl, looks up at him with innocent eyes and asks a question that shatters the illusion. "Papa," she says, "why is your shadow flickering?" Kale looks down. His shadow isn't solid. It's glitching, wavering like a bad transmission, made of shimmering digital static. He recognizes it instantly. It's the ghost of the sleep suppressant patches, the residue of Neo-Viridia still clinging to his very soul, even here. And in that moment, he understands. This beautiful dream, this perfect life, is a lie. It's a loop. Nothing new ever truly happens. The waves crash in the same rhythm. The sun sets in the same colors. The conversations repeat with minor variations. He isn't living. He's just replaying a pre-recorded simulation of happiness. He thinks of the weaver, the old man in the garden. He's the only one in Aethelgerd who is truly alive, who is truly present. Because he chose the struggle and sweat of the garden, the reality of pulling weeds and tending to new life over the sterile perfection of the nap. He chose to live. A fire ignites in Chaol. The desire to stay is immense, a gravitational pull towards this perfect, easy happiness. But the desire to truly live is stronger. He has to get out. He fights against the dream's hold, an act of sheer will. He literally begins to climb, his hands finding purchase on the beautiful, painted ocean sky, tearing through the fabric of his own perfect world. With a final agonizing pull, he rips himself free. He gasps, his eyes flying open. He's back in Aethelgerd, lying on the patch of moss. He sits up and places a hand on his chest. His heart beats with a slow, steady, powerful rhythm. It's strong. He is healed. But when he looks at his hands, he sees the wrinkled skin and age spots of an old man. He catches his reflection in a pool of water and sees a face lined with the passage of time. While he was living his dream life, decades have passed in the real world. The price of healing was his youth. He stands, his body old, but his spirit renewed. He finds the weaver, who simply nods, a silent acknowledgement of the choice Chaol made. Chaol walks out of the misty valley, leaving the sleeping village behind, and returns to Neo-Viridia. The city is even more frantic, more metallic, more sleepless than he remembered. But he doesn't go back to his old life, to his sky-high office. Instead, he finds a small, forgotten patch of dirt, a concrete plaza in the heart of the steel jungle. And there, he starts a small community garden. People from the city, pale and tired, drawn by this strange patch of green, often ask him why. They hear whispers of his story, that he found a paradise and chose to leave it. Why would anyone do that? Chaol, now an old man with dirt under his fingernails and a genuine smile, looks at them and tells them the truth. A beautiful dream is just a decorated grave. I'd rather feel the sting of the cold wind on my face than the warmth of a lie. He chose the imperfect, difficult, beautiful struggle of being truly alive. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that make you think. In our world of escapism, social media, VR, and constant entertainment, we often choose comfortable illusions over difficult realities. The lesson is that true life requires the presence of struggle. Without the possibility of pain, happiness has no meaning.